Welcome, everybody. So, the most common question I get asked about Towerside is, what the heck is Towerside? What are you trying to do? And I can best describe, I think we can best describe what it's not. It's not a series of real estate developments. It can't be, if it's going to achieve the kind of vision that Lynn just talked about, it can't be same old, same old. When a child is born, we have aspirations for that child. And some people have one set of aspirations, another set of grandparents might have another set of aspirations. But when we say, what is this child going to be when she grows up, we don't know that fully. And that is the case with Towerside. We have aspirations. We have aspirations that collectively, collaboratively, we can do better here than any one of us who are involved can do individually. We have aspirations that around district energy and district water and affordability. We have aspirations that Towerside in the future be looked back as a model of how we create better places for not just a small select group of people in our community, but a broader set of folks in our community around affordable housing, around culture, around equity, diversity. You have over on the table a set of documents that gives you more details about those aspirations. But I want you to think of us as a child, and we all together, and there'll be some pain and challenges and pushing and pulling, but that think of Towerside as a child for whom we have aspirations, but we all need to mold to become what it really can be and will be if we do our work. I'm reminded of a quote by Frederick Douglass, one of my favorite quotes, which is, "They who profess to favor freedom but deprecate agitation are those who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. Not possible. The ground has to be plowed, and there has to be thunder and lightning. And we have a responsibility collectively to hold us together, to grab all those disparate views and perspectives to create something better than what has gone before. We are not just a collection of real estate developments. That will happen if we don't impose our collective community will on what's happening in Towerside. The most important 370 acres from an economic development standpoint, and I think equally important on the social front. So, again, I'll let you read the details about what is Towerside. There's somewhere, I hope, let me just look. There's a pedal. Do we have the pedal in the materials anywhere, Stephen? Maybe we don't. But on our website, you'll see a list of the things that we aspire to. But the power of this district as a collective, as a collaborative, is tremendous. Will we achieve it perfectly? No. Just as the new baby that gets born today will not be a perfect human being. But if, again, we work together, we will make great things happen. We're talking about, I know the housing world. I'm with Aon, which is a nonprofit housing provider in the Twin Cities. So I know the housing world, the affordable housing world really well. We have a lot of challenges. We are headed towards the toughest 2 decades for affordable places to live for lower income people since the Great Depression in the 1930s. I don't make that claim lightly. I'm happy to share data with you to tell you why that's the case. But think about that. Here we have 370 acres that's ideally situated as a place to live, work, and play. It's 20 minutes from the airport. It's a hop, skip, and a brief jump to downtown St. Paul and downtown Minneapolis. It's next to one of the greatest research universities in the nation. It's on the light rail, so is as transit rich as almost anything but the two downtown cores, probably. It has all these attributes. Who's going to live here? Who's going to play here? Who's going to work here? Half the jobs we create in this state are jobs that would make them qualified for affordable housing. Are we going to say in Towerside that, gee, you should live somewhere else, not here? These are hard decisions, hard things to figure out. Small businesses. How are we going to create small businesses, which create most of the jobs in our country? The kind of businesses that UEL promotes and offers the opportunity for them to start and grow. The entrepreneurs that really are the engine of our economic future. Towerside is about that. Opportunity for those small businesses, for people to live, work, and play in a place that's not like places we've ever created before in this country. That we can intentionally create good places for people. There are models of good places for people around the country. We have learned and have more to learn from them, and we're working on that. Towerside, as Lynn said, sprung from a collection of folks who have these aspirations. That has formally birthed this baby. We have members in the community, organizational members. We have a board of directors now of 20 folks. We're excited that we've added 6 new leaders to our board. Some of those leaders are here from the community this morning. As a matter of fact, why don't all of our board members stand up? The new ones and the old ones stand up. I see Kara's still standing, so she doesn't have to stand. All the board members, please stand up. Let's give them a big hand. And Virajita, did you stand up? I don't know if Sean stood up either, but they're brand new board members just put on the board this morning. Thank you. So I think some of my comments are that, my high school's coach, when would talk to me, he'd say, "Well, you got potential, but you know what that means." I said, "No, what's that mean?" He said, "It means you ain't done nothing yet." And I think that's true with Towerside. That's true with this baby that we've birthed, that we've collectively birthed. We have potential, but we ain't done it yet. And we are going to need every single one of you in this room and many, many more to help our public policy makers, help our peer organizations and other organizations who haven't yet joined us in this effort to do it. One of our attendees this morning, and I told her I was going to use this quote, Lily, said to me, and this really mimics something Jeff Barnhart, who's been instrumental in doing our work too, mimics some of the stuff he says on a regular basis, which is irritating sometimes, which is, there is a limit to how long you can talk about stuff and not do it. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for what many of you have already done to try to do it. And thank you for being able and willing, I hope, to weigh in the future to help us make something great happen here. Have a great day and a great meeting. And with that, who am I supposed to introduce? I'm supposed to introduce Catherine. Catherine Reed Day is a board member as well. She's from the Creative Enterprise Zone. She's been brought tremendous input and perspective to the board of directors, and I welcome her to